Michael King. So let's start it off this way. Who do you think has the better game between the two of them?
All right, Michael King doesn't scare me. I know he did well against the Braves. The Braves were also swinging some pitches they shouldn't be going after. The Braves were a team that were just like, they were limping in there, right? They still had something, but they just didn't seem right. And King, when you're on, you're on. You're on fire. But it doesn't feel like Michael King is like, okay, this is done. It's over. We're losing. Let's move on. Let's just save some runs for the next day. King can definitely get after him. Buehler is the pitcher that is looking different. Now, I know you want to go and say Walker Buehler is – forget what he was before. He'll never be that guy again. Walker Buehler in April, May, June, July was working his way back into pitching shape, working his way back from the second Tommy John, which is extremely painful. I just had shoulder surgery 2 weeks ago, and I'm so sore now.
You keep going to your arm.
Yeah, well, I had a therapy today, so I'm just sore.
Gotcha.
So I got out of the sling. Mind you, it's nowhere near a TJ and what he had to go through. So this dude went from blowing up his arm a few years ago the first time. Then he blows it up again, getting back in there, getting back in shape, trying to do what he was doing before the second Tommy John. It's just not there. You have to learn to pitch a different kind of way. His last couple outings look different. He's progressed. The last time he was out, Greg, what did he do?
He had one. He went 5 innings, 1 run against the Padres. The thing about him is that he was a guy that when the sticky stuff went away, he was somebody that used the sticky stuff and probably more than anybody in all of baseball is what the reports were. So he was not able to get back to the pitcher that he was. He wants to overpower people. He wants to throw 98 and right past you. He wants to be somebody that you're getting a ton of swing and miss off his fastball. That's not him anymore.
Nope.
He has to use the curveball to keep you off balance. He needs to consistently go at you with different pitches, keeping you off balance as much as he can. And he started to do that down the stretch. He was not doing that. There was something in his brain that was telling him, I still got it. I can just throw this one right past you. And every time he would do things like that, bam, gone. 3-run home run. And so that was what was being frustrating. And so that's why you say, like, if he's never going to get this, that's why you should have been DFA'd or put on the 60-day IL. However, he started to figure things out after a little while in September. And if he can continue to do that tonight, I feel really, really good.
We're going to know what kind of game is going to be in the first 2 innings.
Yep.
The over-under on runs is 7.5. So if Vegas is expecting runs, they're not expecting much from Buehler, not expecting much from King. So hopefully it's where both teams are putting up runs. But I think Buehler, the way that he looked at his last outing is confidence. Just like some of these Dodger fans on the phone, man. They're confident about their team.
Yeah, we'll go to those in just a second. But you were talking about Michael King. So this is why I think
who is this guy?
So Michael King, he's a righty. It does get a ton of swing and miss. But the problem is he does not like to pitch into the strike zone. So to me, this feels like a repeat of game 1. That's the same way that Dylan Cease works. Dylan Cease does not he wants you to chase. He wants you to swing at pitches you shouldn't be swinging at. He wants to swing at pitches that just drop out of the zone. It's the same kind of thing with Michael King. He wants you to swing outside of the zone. And if the Dodgers do what they did against Cease, it's going to go very, very well for them because if they're just patient, wait for him to actually hit the strike zone, he's going to enforce him to hit the strike zone, they'll start to hit him. They did it a few times earlier this year. They have not the last 2, but also that game again in San Diego, the one that they lost, the triple play, he started that game. He was very, very good against them. However, they were patient. They walked a lot. He didn't get very many strikeouts. So if they do that again, I'm telling you, it's going to be just like game 1.
Yeah, King is a